Hi guys. Happy, what is today? Thursday? I think? Maybe? Yeah. Happy Thursday. It's getting closer to the weekend and I dread it. And my hair actually got really big today and I have no idea how this happened. Wow. So, somebody go surfing on my hair. Alright, so yesterday, all of the information about Cain and Abel and Adam and Eve and incredible. So Lilith, we're going to be doing a little bit on Lilith. So Lilith within basically traditional witchcraft / Luciferian witchcraft. Michael Ford, you're amazing. I love your articles. Your books are incredible. You make the most sense for Luciferian witchcraft to me personally. So thank you for your amazing just everything. You are very respected. I know a lot of people disagree, but don't, because yes, no. Alright, so Lilith. We have a lot on Lilith. So, we're going to do this in parts. I am burning up. So, Lilith, a female demon of the night who supposedly flies around searching for newborn children, either to kidnap or strangle them. Also, this is, no, not really. This is just part of her mythology. Part of what people have demonized her and placed upon her. A different kind of a mask, so. Alright, now also, she sleeps with men to seduce them, so she'd be, what, a succubus? Them into propagating demon sons. So legends told about Lilith are ancient. The myths of Lilith being Adam's first wife. First seem to relate to the Sumero-Babylonian goddess Belili. To the Canaanites, Lilith was Balat, the divine lady. On a tablet from circa 2000 BC, she was addressed as Lilith. I am pronouncing those completely wrong, and I'm sorry. So Lilith abounds in many mythologies, which causes difficulty in pinpointing her exact origin. So a prominent mythology is the Jewish folklore, or the Zohar, the Book of Splendor, a Kabbalistic 13th century meditation on the Old Testament. So the depiction of Lilith within the Zohar is the one that was prominent during the Middle Ages and current in mythology, witchcraft, magic, in other words, the occult sciences. So rightfully, as will be shown, there is a reason for this. The occult sciences usually oppose formalized religion, as Lilith opposes God. So who does she really honestly oppose? The deceiver. So, alright, now, to summarize the Zohar, which establishes the Hebrewic myth of Lilith, which would be the Jewish mythology. So, alright, so here we go. Now, in the beginning, God created the sun and the moon. They both ascended with equal dignity, but the moon did not feel right with the sun. In fact, each mortified one another. So, the moon asked, "Where dost thou pasture?" And the sun asked the moon, "Where dost thou make thy flock rest at noon?" Then the sun asked how she was a little candle could so brightly shine in midday. So God thus interceded to avoid strife between them, and told the moon to diminish itself. The moon asked why she should be the one to veil herself. But God insisted, saying, "Go your way forth, in the footsteps of the flock." Songs of Songs 1:7. Wow, although when connected with the sun, the moon was equally bright, but when, departing, she lost her light and assigned charge of her hosts, and shells were created for the covering of the brain, and for the benefit of the brain. That's Zohar I-20a. Now, after the primordial light has withdrawn, there was created a membrane for the marrow, so a cloth, husk, or shell. So, and in this cloth expanded and produced who was Lilith, Zohar I-19b. So God summoned to issue from the side of darkness, a sort of female moon which rules the night. and is called night and is associated with Adonai. So, Adonai, Lord of the Earth, Zohar I-16b, the left side of darkness, flamed with its full power, producing at all points of kind of reflection. And from this fiery flame came a moonlight essence, just as it is the desire of darkness to merge itself with light. So, it is the desire of night to merge itself with day. Zohar I-17, A through B. Very interesting, very interesting. So, alright, now, by causing a separation of the sun and the moon god, the sun and moon, God ended the discord between them. He caused the moon to diminish herself and go forth in the footsteps of the flock at the head of the lower ranks. Now in the Zohar, the sun was rightfully the higher dominion, ruling the day, being male, and the moon was rightfully the higher dominion, ruling the night, being female. There are two kinds of luminaries, those descending from above, called luminaries of light. Okay, that's kind of funny. It's like flickering. Alright, luminaries of light, and those ascending from below called luminaries of fire, Zohar I-20b. Now, although both luminaries continued reigning, the moon felt slighted. Her attachment for the sun was severed, and her self-diminishment was not of her choosing, but commanded by God. This diminishment caused a kaluf, or husk of evil, the birth of Lilith. Lilith has a body of a beautiful woman with the head to the navel, but from the navel down she is a flame of fire. So this represents Lilith's energy according to the Zoharic myths, from the resentment caused by the diminishment of the moon, as well as the dark and fiery side of night. Ah, I feel bad for Lilith in a way. I really do. So, alright, so these details are just the beginning of the Zohar's description of the shadowy personality known as Lilith, that if often met in the night by a sleeping person. An analogy is drawn between Lilith and the husks of evil, or the dark feminine side of the self that appears to men and women at the night in dreams. So, such meetings are necessary for the permanence of the world. They strengthen the male ego, some say replenish his sexual drive. So, it's a very interesting subject, Lilith. So, where'd I go? Okay, so these details are just I already read that. Now, the origins of Lilith also form several Kabbalistic myths. The principal one is the quarterion, whatever, marriage. In such marriage are two pairs of couples, God and his indwelling spiritual feminine aspect, Shekinah, above, and Samael, the devil containing Lilith, below. From the beginning, in all Jewish literature, Lilith is described as evil. She evolves evil first as the diminution of the moon, then cast from heaven and the neglected and rejected feminine qualities, composing the consort of the devil. Lilith, like Samael, becomes something of a renegade, sent by God to reign in the lower world in relation to humanity. Men experience her as the seductive witch, the death-dealing succubus, and the strangling mother. For women, she is the dark shadow of the self, married to the devil. I like that. I like this information, but I think she's very demonized, and I don't think that she should be. So most of the above descriptions of Lilith are Heberic. They are meant to be universally, especially interpersonal relations with her. So the Jewish portrayal of Lilith as completely evil, a demon and married to the devil, should be a warning of bias. Many abruptly hesitate to readily accept such a description wanting further explanation. Others see the description as one of the first derogations against women. So, alright, we have a lot of this going into Lilith. So we're going to do one more verse of the Zohar. So the Zohar continues such an explanation with the theme. So of the quarterian marriage, God and and Shekinah were above, and Samael and Lilith were below. But it is alleged that following the destruction of the temple, Shekinah descended to follow in the footsteps of her flock, and Lilith, her handmaiden, ascended, becoming God's consort, thus showing her importance. Alright, so that's really interesting. I mean, I don't know what to think about this. I don't know what to think about Lilith. I know she's not completely, you know, all inherently evil. Nothing is. So, what do you guys think? I've done videos on Lilith before, so, but yes, we will actually, this is a really long article, so, themystica.com, again, thank you guys for such an amazing article. I love it. So yeah, I just think that, you know, Lilith is just very misunderstood, just like everything else in, you know, the world, according to Christians and Catholics and all the others. But, so, what do you guys think? Anything? You guys honor Lilith? I know a lot of us do. So, but yeah. Alright guys, that is it for today. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys enjoy the snow. I know a lot of people hate me for loving this snow, but it's just amazing. It's wonderful. It is. So, alright guys, I love you all very much. All the way from Venus. There we go. All the way back down. And I will see you all tomorrow. So I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you all for watching.